The past 20 minutes or so, we've seen staff from the facility evacuated. Again, things had been calm here for about 45 minutes or so, but all of a sudden we did see those staff evacuated once again. There was a large number of police armed with shields and batons that ran into the facility. We can see them now. They're special tactical operations officers that are running out of the facility here. It's unclear, of course, what's going on inside those walls, but safe to say this is still very much an active situation. There's also a faint amount of smoke which is still billowing from the centre of the facility here. Actually, we're starting to see now a number of staff members. It looks as though they are moving back into the facility there, so they may be being allowed to go back into work, but there was a lot of rush and a lot of panic in the past 20 minutes or so, so you'd understand that whatever's going on inside this facility at the moment is still very active for the police. Now, it's been going on for about 5 hours now. This all started just after lunchtime at about 20 past 12. We understand that in the beginning it was about 60 inmates that had sparked this riot. That quickly swelled to around 300. They were armed, they had balaclavas on. We saw them walking around the facility, smashing whatever windows they could, and they'd lit a number of fires as well. There was some suggestion that they'd started tearing down the fences which had been separating rival gang groups. Now, the police response was a massive one. It is still ongoing. It'd be very hard to put an exact figure on just how many officers were involved, but it was also a very tactical response. We saw them gathering out the front of the facility. They would break into teams of about 20 or so, and they seemed to go in waves to try and just wrestle back control of this facility. Now, in the beginning, staff were all evacuated very early on in the piece, and we were told that after that initial evacuation, staff were all accounted for and there were no reports of any injuries. Now, the ambulance still says at this stage that they haven't received any reports of any injuries. They are here on scene, but we haven't seen anyone who's needed to be brought out of the facility to an ambulance for treatment. Now, we understand it's hard to know exactly what sparked this, but we understand that it was sparked by a looming ban on tobacco and smoking inside prison facilities across the state. Now, that was due to begin tomorrow, and it had been warned or worried about that there would be a riot like this, and it seems the worst case scenario has been confirmed. And we are waiting for a press conference from the Corrections Services Minister, but that hasn't taken place.